Puppets of online gambling.
Oh, this is tough decisions. Do we keep going or what? I don't know. I'm thinking we keep going for a bit, and like, I'm due for that red crazy time. There's no doubt about it. There's no questioning that.
Wait, is it North City? No, I thought it's from North City, man.
Holy shit! Holy 20! This is get the fucking cameras out. I'm fucking recording this shit. This is 20x crazy time. This is gonna be fucking crazy. This I'm telling you.
Let's watch this. Twitch is massively involved right now with gambling, right? Check it out.
You're about to witness history go down here.
Do not get it twisted. Do not gamble. Do not start. Gambling is entertainment and entertainment only. You won't break even. You won't win. You won't do any of that. You understand? Fucking dope. These people
How can this Muppet sleep at night? No?
their fans and then get to go perform in like live event spaces.
I UC also did it with Steak.
Life, you're dealt cards, okay? Excuses are literally the most stupid thing. Stop using excuses.
I think it's always very important that I'm starting to feel like a dad for you guys, right? I feel like I'm a big brother, or nowadays a dad for some of you viewers. And my big goal of the stream is to often maybe give you guys some wise words with you. And one important thing in the world that you have to realize in life is that your heroes, the guys that you like to watch, these sports stars, the content creators, there's a 98% chance that your favorite idol or star just doesn't care about you and is gonna advertise anything to you to make easy money, man. It's very important to learn that, man. You might be a big fan of Drake or something, but they are gonna sell you wolf tickets, man, just to get personal benefit, man. Not me, I'm the 2%. Where the fuck am I selling out? I should sell out more. I never sell out enough, man. Puppetsofstake.com. So we're focusing on stake.com. I never heard that. I don't know. Probably a gambling website.
So you want to get rich, and you want to get rich quick. Like, really quick.
Become a streamer and get gambling sponsorships.
Just one problem. Your country doesn't support your entrepreneurial spirit. So you license an online casino company in Curacao because they have a stellar reputation of regulating the biggest and most trustworthy gambling websites across the globe.
That's the one that sponsors all the big streamers?
It's not just, I know a lot of you guys just know, like, Rubrit. What is it? Is that it? Stake. Everyone knows Stake. Stake's the most popular one, and that's because Train does it and Ecstasy does it, right? They were willing to pay me $35,000 an hour. But what they wanted was, I couldn't even utter the words what they wanted me to do.
Trainwreck. This is their headquarters, bro, on Google Maps. This is where...
Give me a second here.
No, this is important. This is where Stake Casino's located, you guys.
Oh my god. See,
how have we gone from the argument of kids promoting and catering to kids, and now we're talking about crypto? Oh, you got like this is 100% confidently.
Johnny, we say hit dogs a buck a lot.
Not a scammer business, Train. I mean, honestly, can you? Because it sure looks like a fucking scam.
Look at this. This is their address.
Maybe it's not.
This is their address, you guys. They're in a shed, you guys.
Crypto King Edward Craven buys Toorak Mansion for 38 million Australian dollars. Ed Craven, 26-year-old co-founder of the world's biggest online cryptocurrency casino, Stake.com.
Let's be honest. Do you expect anyone to believe that a tiny island off the coast of South America that got independence 12 years ago has the resources and governing bodies to ensure that all is fair and just in the world of online gambling? I really don't think so.
Look at these fucking trash humans, Alter. I can go bald, I can be washed up playing Warcraft 3, but at least I will never be one of these little punks, dude.
Is home to over 450 online casinos, including Roulette, Duelbits, and the most successful behemoth in the crypto casino space, Stake.com. Curacao gambling license is a laughable stamp of approval that your grandma could get if she wanted to. It has the same authority as a wet napkin, and it only exists because the country is struggling.
Makes you wonder why our governments are not, like, doing something about that.
This is for Fransje
because it makes money.
Home to Raw Entertainment BV, which is Roulette, and Medium
Fransje
Rare
Bloembeek,
MV,
that's
which
Dutch.
is Steak. Raw, medium rare, steak. Come on. Not exactly a billion-dollar operation, is it? How do you explain a 26-year-old spending 38 million Australian dollars on a house while operating
like $10
a company that
in
isn't even legal in his own country? Eddie Craven is a 26-year-old multi-millionaire who co-founded Stake.com with 28-year-old Bijan Tarani. Together they formed EasyGo Gaming.
I gotta say though, I always have respect for these kids, man. Like, he's 26 and he just shits on the world and makes millions of dollars. I kind of always respect that, you know, because this is The world is a fucked up place. Anyway, once again, God is dead. Embrace the suck. And they're playing their cards right. I still think they're despicable human beings, but...
is known about Bijan Tarani or how these two came together, but Craven can be seen as the face of Steak. He goes by Steak Eddie on YouTube, and you can be the judge if this is real or not.
Oh, this is tough decisions. Do we keep going or what? I don't know. I'm thinking we keep going for a bit, and like, I'm due for that red crazy time. There's no doubt about it. There's no questioning that.
Video louder. Thank you, Bert.
Holy
And he won in his own casino.
shit.
Wow. Thank you, Zaz.
Get the fucking cameras out. I'm fucking recording this shit. Oh, this is 20x crazy time. This is gonna be fucking crazy. I'm telling you what, this is gonna be, this here is gonna be fucking record making. You're about to witness history go down here. Holy
yeah, on your own website, dude.
Yo, this shit goes 20x crazy time. Can I start saying that? Just steal it, you know? Easy Go Games is a startup company based out of Australia that builds the games that these casinos use. And right now, Stake is valued at over $1 billion. But how is any of this possible if Australia outlawed online casinos 20 years ago? Craven and Tarani have figured out a loophole in Australian law and have been exploiting it for years. Online casinos are prohibited in Australia so long as you don't advertise or serve anyone in Australia. If they're able to outsource the licensing and they don't explicitly advertise in Australia, then technically they're in the clear. So how did this website get so big? This is not Craven and Tarani's first rodeo. Over 8 years ago, they launched Prime Dice, and according to Craven himself, Prime Dice was the biggest Bitcoin gambling website at the time. In 2015, Craven posted on the Bitcoin.com forums under the alias Edward Miroslav. Do you consider offering gambling to be a moral issue? Is your view, if we wouldn't offer it, they would gamble on another site? Or do you think that some people may have started gambling by finding Prime Dice and maybe wouldn't have started otherwise? What percentage of Prime Dice players do you think are underage? Craven responds by saying, I don't consider it to be a moral issue. I view it purely as entertainment and enjoy responsible gambling myself. I definitely hit a point where I thought Prime Dice was a net negative for the community, but then I watched site after site scam users out of countless thousands of coins. Prime Dice is a safe haven for people who want to bet where the user knows the roll will not be manipulated and knows exactly what the odds are. At the end of the day, gambling is the choice of the individual. But what is truly a shame is when casinos fleece unsuspecting users who think they are getting the advertised odds. Many may disagree, but if Prime Dice and our future offerings can bring provably fair gambling and a lower edge to the masses, we will have definitely impacted this industry in a positive way. The future offerings? Stake.com. Crypto casinos have exploded in the last 3 years, and Stake sits at the top of the food chain. Using cryptocurrency instead of actual dollar amounts makes it universally available and evasive from any central government. The amount of money that we're talking about with Stake...
That's right. That's one of the small points, I don't want to get into the deep, that always made me feel, when the whole crypto hype started, crypto. Dude, crypto is used by Ecuador, crypto is used on the darknet, crypto is used by scam gambling sites. How is that something I want to invest in? I don't fucking know, you know? Thank you, Sneepy Snoop. I can't buy fucking bread with crypto, but one day, yeah. But right now, to me, crypto is the biggest scam, the biggest Ponzi scheme, dude.
You'll see streamers lose $800,000 in a matter of minutes and then recoup it back with $1 million jackpot moments later.
I've been sitting here for 8 days, 12-hour streams, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Everyone else is happy on every other machine, hitting big. I've shown loyalty to you, and you just spit in my face.
I mean, I even get why Train went into Mordor, man. Why the corruption got him, man. He was like a normal streamer, right? He had good views and stuff. He had his podcast. He did normal stuff, and then the first gambling offers came, man. And they offer you money like you've never seen before. Some people get corrupted by it, man. I kind of get it.
How can you do that to a degenerate gambling addict that's trying to give you everything just to get back more?
And you have to realize, chat, he knows the whole time this is all sponsored. He doesn't lose any fucking money here, man. Man, I think this is just so fucking beta-mailistic, dude. I just makes me cringe, dude. A bunch of dudes just sitting there and like, yeah, you did. God, this is so fucking unmanly, dude.
255,000! No one believes!
That's it, dude.
DX, 160K!
160,000! Rogue is back!
120K!
No! Oh my god!
720K! Yeah! Fuck the haters! Fuck the haters! Fuck the haters! Fuck the haters!
It is no secret that the house always has an edge. The game is rigged against you.
There's like 10 people playing
still
together?
voluntarily partake. Whether it be the rush of neurochemicals firing
Can you
off,
speak
making
Polish?
people throw
What
their
kind of
money
fucking
away,
dumb
or an
question is that?
addiction that slowly strangles people, it is glaringly obvious that gambling can ruin lives. And while Craven is correct in stating that gambling is an individual's choice, individuals' choices can be influenced. And when you can afford to buy influence, you begin to lose any sort of credibility. An attitude is defined as an enduring way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, and it has a valence. It's either positive or negative. This theory states that 1. Messages are persuasive if they produce favorable thoughts. Odds are you are not going to be persuaded if something is very annoying. Number 2, people's abilities to process information varies. Elaboration is someone thinks about issue-relevant information, and elaboration likelihood is the probability that high elaboration
Like, there's people in this world that study, like hardcore study, how they can scam you, dude.
will occur. This will all start to make sense once we apply it to Stake's advertising campaigns. If we take a look at his collaboration with Stake.com, it's obvious that he is not going to give us the scientific, objective data arguing why we
Drake
should
must
be
have gotten so
gambling.
much money
If
from
he
that,
did,
man.
that
So
would be
much.
an
Thank you,
example
Wunderwaffe.
of high elaboration. The parameters that dictate a message source include expertise, trustworthiness, and attractiveness. Expertise only persuades if we
So I make use of
expertise, trustworthiness, and attractiveness.
if I'm an expert at what I'm doing, if I'm trustworthy and attractive. Hi guys, it's me, Tommy. The square root of 11 is... The square root of 121 is 11. I'm attractive. I'm an expert and I'm trustworthy. Am I not? Subscribe right now with Twitch Prime. Just go ahead. Sexy boy.
Attractiveness. Expertise only persuades if we know that the message source is an expert going into the message. It's safe to say that Drake is not.
I'm the new Drake. Thank you, Yananas and Skullduggery for the 5. Thank you, you got officially scanned by marketing. Noobs.
Trustworthiness can
Thank
be
you, man.
measured if the message is unbiased and objective. In this case, Drake's collaboration with Stake is biased because he's being paid millions of
My
dollars.
girl just gave
and
me dirt look when she heard
subjective
that.
because he promotes this company
Thank you,
with
Richmond.
low elaboration. The attractiveness of a messenger is more persuasive with low elaboration, meaning the more you think about the message, the less important the actual attractiveness of the source is. But remember, celebrity advertising is banking on low elaboration. You're not supposed to be sitting there critically thinking about why he's collaborating with
Super Summon.
Stake. That's why Drake's attractiveness matters in this context. According to elaboration,
I always try with my sponsors the trustworthiness aspect, right? I always try to really tell you guys what I'm working with. Lately, Manscaped and No Man's Sky. And I think I can ethically say that my sponsors are well chosen, ethically correct, trustworthy. I genuinely believe in them. I mean, I genuinely lose Manscaped every day. I love No Man's Sky. Watch these streams, you know, and that's what a man does, man. You can take sponsorships, but not like a cunt.
This is when elaboration is high.
Trade
and
is
people
gambling,
can
though?
be seen paying attention to every little detail. Number 2 is peripheral route processing, where elaboration is low.
This is getting
and
too deep
you
for
start
my
to
brain,
notice
man.
the less important things. Celebrity endorsements operate using peripheral route processing. They are banking on the fact that you will be so enamored.
Everyone in chat, name one thing where a celebrity did a commercial for something and you actually bought it afterwards. It's very hard for me because I think I'm very unmanipulatable. I think you guys are too. So G Fuel by PewDiePie, your magic cards, CK3 Paradox.
Or distracted to actually think hard enough to scrutinize the message being delivered. Most people don't
Glasses?
just use one route of processing or the other, but actually both interchangeably to varying degrees based on certain personality traits such as relevance. Most people can't relate to online
bought Yorkshire
gambling,
tea 'cause
but
Sean
we've been
Bean told me
socially
to.
conditioned to accept Drake as part of pop culture.
Hoy because of you, I was never sponsored by her, you know that, right?
knows
If you bought Hoy because of me, I never got a cent from that.
Drake. This can be seen
That
when
stuff is
fanning
happening with
money and
US.
screaming in excitement whenever Drake gives them money.
So I'm back because of you, but again, I wasn't sponsored there. Cringe, Alter. Ach.
The other personality
Drake must have got
characteristic that
so much money
dictates
there,
how
man.
you process information is one's need for cognition.
Simple.
Is your brain smoother than a chicken cutlet, or are you a wrinkly brain Chad? This really just depends on if you're smart or not. Are you on the edge of your seat thinking that Stake.com is cool because Drake said so? Or do you make a mini documentary about the ins and outs of mass communication and its effects on audiences as a whole? It is obvious that no solid information or arguments can convince people why you should gamble away your money online. The only thing in this advertisement is Drake's name attached to it, and he even said that he's going to give back to the people. This world is diseased. Stake.com's commercials are designed to appeal to the peripheral processing.
Thank you, Kessner.
They are literally telling you that you're too stupid and lack the cognitive ability to read deeper.
Yeah, that's something I always felt with scammy sponsorships like gambling streams. You're trying to... Who are you trying to scam? Who are you trying to reach, right, with this stuff? Dumb people, idiots. And who are the most idiots? Children, young people. If you're under 18, you're a high chance an idiot.
I know this because it's impossible to design a central processing...
Or old people because they're idiots in terms of digital stuff, yeah. But once again, they're dumb about digital stuff. It's not their fault. But stuff like this is always focusing on people that don't know
when
shit.
It comes to gambling. It is a degenerative activity proven.
And I can tell you that 40,000 people watching trainings right now are probably not the brightest candles on the cake. And it's not their fault. And the argument is always, shouldn't society or the government protect these idiots, mostly children, from bad influences like alcohol, nicotine, and gambling?
Time again to produce net negative results. This is precisely why celebrity advertising is Stake.com's favorite way of marketing. Stake is the master of puppets pulling the strings of their pawns across the globe. They offer a disgusting amount of money to streamers, celebrities, and organizations in order to inject their brand into pop culture. Drake, the UFC, and Twitch streamers are just the start of it.
But one interesting question I asked myself for a long time is, if you are that middleman, right? We have the company, we have the end consumer that needs to get to buy the product, and in the middle we have the celebrity. I always wonder if the celebrity is ethically attackable. In my conclusion, yes. If the sponsorship is unethical, you should be attacked for it. But then I always feel like, what the fuck do they care? As long as Trainwreck can sleep at night, he's great. He makes a lot of money. He has a house. Everything's good, man. As long as he has everything else in check, who cares, right? When you turn the stream off and you can turn the chat off and be like, you guys, fuck all of you. I don't give a shit about you, right? As long as I survive, fuck you. If you can do that, then there's no losing in this, right? So I never know, you know, because I'm a big believer in you have to take care of yourself first. So if you take gambling sponsorships and you do it to make your family have a better life, I kind of get that. I think the question is always in the end, can you sleep at night, you know? Can you sleep at night?
All of these people and corporations are abusing their parasocial relationships that got them in their position in the first place, while insulting the intelligence of their audience, all while hiding behind weak arguments and coping mechanisms to justify their sponsorship. Train is the largest crypto casino Twitch streamer who moved to Canada to pursue his gambling sponsorship with Stake.
He even moved from his country for this shit, man.
First, he was being paid around $1 million a month.
And that's precisely why they're paying you $1 million a month. Like, look, I think
no,
you're
they are
hitting the bag is
losing
one
money on
thing,
me.
right? And by the
They
way, it's
are
not a bad
losing
thing.
money, and my affiliates show that. They are losing money on me. They pay me
Because he
if
gets
I'm
more
gonna
than 1
go
million.
live, they want it to be on their site. They find it more damaging if I'm on another site versus being on theirs. Do you understand? They don't pay me because I'm bringing them money.
Yeah, a billion-dollar company that operates out of a shack in the middle of the ocean just loves to lose money. But recently he stated,
Are you making $1 million a month from Stake? I'm not making $1 million more. I'm making much more. The fuck do you mean $1 million a month?
Very sympathetic guy, man. A lot of sympathies for this guy.
See what I gamble with? I mix what I make and what I already have together, and I gamble raw. Now, has that been smart for me? Absolutely fucking not.
he also had an affiliate code in which he profits off his viewers gambling on Stake, but it seems as if he's at the point now where he doesn't need to advertise it. Train is known for hitting absolutely insane jackpots.
Dude, has 40k subs. That I want to be that honest, and I mean that as a show of respect. That blows my mind. You gamble all day long and you have 40k subs doing it. Wow, I respect that, man. Wow. that either shows he's great at his job or shows that most people in this world are just ultra fucking dumb. Meaning that you watching TommyKay right now are probably one of the most intelligent human beings in the world.
Including $14 million, and more recently, a maximum jackpot of $22.5 million. And to
How is that real, man? That seems like such a joke, man.
Doubters out there, Train would tell you that he wagers more than he wins. Of course he would hit these giant jackpots. He plays slots for 16 hours a day. Do you not tune into the
how is that healthy, man? That guy is gonna really get fucked for this shit one day, man.
Streams? Only the OGs know how much he's actually putting on the line for your entertainment. There are two objective truths I'm about to tell you. Stake is making a return on investment with their sponsorship. People gamble because of Train.
That's why they do sponsorships.
This is how any business works. It's simply an exchange of value.
A Stake affiliate gets a percentage of how much their fans lose on the site. There's no way that's true. You get a percentage of people using your code lose on the website. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Train has it or whatever. I don't believe that though.
And number two, Train gets paid millions of dollars a month, regardless if he's up or down, to click spin on a slot machine. Is the money real that they're playing with? The streamers will all say yes. Are the jackpots rigged in their favor? And all the streamers will tell you no. But do you believe them? Let me explain how Train defends his gambling sponsorship through inoculation theory. In 1961, William McGuire founded inoculation theory. Contrary to other theories like cognitive dissonance or the elaboration likelihood model, inoculation theory explains how to avoid persuasion. Number one, people can defend their attitudes against counter-arguments. In this case, Train is able to defend his stance about gambling on Twitch. Number two, people can build a resistance to persuasive messaging by being inoculated.
I'm just always a bit scared that one day shit like this is hurting Twitch and me. Like some big government is like, yo, we have to attack Twitch. They're doing softcore porn and gambling. And then I get like fucked for it because advertisers are leaving Twitch.
Train realized that his sponsorship is either unethical, immoral, or has negative consequences for his viewers. Resisting persuasion starts with threats.
You're selling erotic counters, you're part of the problem.
Example of this is when he debated the morality of his content with H3H3.
At least he's open to debate that, man. That has
versus an implicit threat, which is when you are unaware of an impending argument. The inoculation message, or the inoculation pre-treatment, is giving someone weak counter-arguments to defend against and refutations to those arguments. Inoculation theory has two main claims. The first claim of inoculation theory is that people can be inoculated against persuasive messages. Number two, the target attitude or belief must be in place before inoculation. Meaning you have to be a fan of gambling in this case before you are inoculated. Refutational preemption is providing counter-arguments and refutations at the same time to prevent later persuasion. This can be observed in the back and forth.
I'm fine. I don't want to do that to strangers. A guy just offered me to come here and do pictures with me. I'm fine, man. They will be done in a private way, man.
There are two types of refutational messages in this instance: refutational same and refutational different. An example of a refutational same message when it comes to Trainwrecks is accusing him of promoting gambling to kids. He then responds by saying, my audience is not kids and I don't promote gambling at all.
I'm not a child-friendly streamer, right? Like, I'm not brand friendly. I'm not child friendly, right?
Dude, he doesn't look healthy, man. This shit is gonna completely get him one day. Guaranteed.
I guess you could argue, regardless, me just playing it passively could promote it to a certain degree, but I think as long as I'm saying what I'm saying, showing the reality of it, like, I don't know.
A refutational different message is when you change the argument to something similar. In this case, Train will say that it's for entertainment purposes only, and he has streamer capital to gamble.
Gambling is entertainment and entertainment only. You won't break even, you won't win, you won't do any of that. You understand? You will only go into debt and ruin your fucking life. I do this because I fucking love it. I do it all the time. It's entertainment for people who can afford it, and that's it.
He even goes as far as to put a warning label on his streams, which is the equivalent of smoking causes cancer, which is funny because you'll never meet somebody who smokes and actually cares that it causes cancer. I'm only relating these things to smoking or say drinking because these are the arguments that are thrown out into this sphere. Train is able to resist changing his attitudes and beliefs about gambling because he has been so many
Train lets the slots spin even if he's 40 minutes AFK? What?
Arguments with refutations to his beliefs that he is inoculated to change.
Useful idiot. Alhamdulillah. This term has been founded by, I think, Lenin. It was about, oh no, I was watching a report about how Russia is influencing Western culture with social media. And it's traceable back to Lenin saying that propaganda needs useful idiots. You need to find useful idiots and then you work on them to destabilize a country. For example, Russia is manipulating Facebook, so useful idiots in Germany think COVID-19 is made by the government, so these idiots are then destabilizing the country. You need the useful idiots for propaganda.
Ross is the perfect useful idiot for a billion-dollar crypto casino. Ever since he blew up on Twitch by pretending to be gay in front of rappers, he acts oblivious and stupid, always making himself the target of a joke. He is unapologetically dumb, as if self-awareness can excuse ripping off your own fans.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back, I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
I mean, well, but the basic problem is not these streamers, not Trainwrecks and this guy. The problem is children that do not get the necessary tools by their parents to understand this content, to be able to control this content and understand what is this about and what is going on here and stuff. That's the true problem, man. You gotta teach your kids what the fuck they're seeing on the internet. And the problem is a lot of parents nowadays are just a bit lazy and a bit behind, and they just like to put their children in front of the monitor so they can have some free time from their own children.
First, he was FaZe Banks' puppet, with Rubet and Wizza, securing millions of dollars, flying down to Mexico to skirt gambling laws in the US, and now he is sponsored by Stake. When one casino gets exposed, it's onto the
Hate
next.
the game, not the player,
and when
yeah.
there's a bag to be secured, it's apparent that Aiden Ross will say yes to anything. He has solace in that his fans will have his back, so long as he makes himself seem too naive to understand the consequences of his actions. Aiden Ross has a history of leaking his Discord messages, revealing how much he gets paid to promote gambling to his fans. Imagine living in a world where million-dollar deals are being discussed in a Discord server.
Discord, man. That happens a lot with sponsorships. They add you on Discord.
Is the dystopia that we're living in.
Thank you,
He
Koi Fish.
argued for more money because other shady crypto casinos were paying
1.6 million,
These
brother.
crypto casinos have
Damn, I will have to
money
think about it for
because
10
of their
seconds.
structure.
But then I will
Similar
find
to
out I have a
Train,
massive
Aiden
fucking
Ross
schlong
moved
down
to
here.
Canada to pursue his gambling sponsorship with Stake.
Sometimes I have dog thoughts too. Sometimes I have a Nazgul in me too. And my dog thought is always... what did I want to say? Now it's gone. It's gone. Wow, I just blacked out.
Over $1 million a week
I
for
should touch my
gambling
grass.
on Stake.com. This is one of his crypto wallets, and as you can see, constant streams of 300 Ethereum are being deposited for a 3-month block.
I remember what I wanted to say. I sometimes have the thought, but I'm okay with that thought. It's cool that if you play nice in life, that's something I realized in the last 4 years since I make businesses online, right? Since I'm actually a business maker. When you play nice, you lose so much money. If you are ice cold and you like to negotiate, if you don't care about ethic that much, like let's say there's two Tommies. There's one Tommy that for 10 years streams on Twitch and he tries to always do the right thing, and there's one Tommy 10 years on Twitch who doesn't care. This Tommy has easily 1 million more after 10 years.
I get I'm being paid to do it. It's still it's not fake gambling anymore at that point. You get what I'm saying?
But the other Tommy is happier? Probably, yeah. You never know, though. I sometimes think, what if, when my career's over, I'm gonna sit here like, man, I should have sold out more, man. I should have sold out more. I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I still don't agree with it. It doesn't matter. You're like, oh man, I'm just like losing my own money. Who cares? It's like, okay. You're still.
Look, I know what you're saying. Either way, I think if you gamble, you're gonna lose, and I make that very clear. Everyone knows that. But
look, the only thing that is gonna make you stop, I know for a fact, is when Stake is like, all right, we're no longer paying these motherfuckers, and then you're still gonna gamble probably, but not as much as you do, and you're not gonna move to Toronto for it.
True.
Aiden Ross just admitted that he would not be gambling as much if Stake pulled their sponsorship with him, because then he wouldn't have the cushion to fall back on.
You think of it now, but you still don't do it. That's because I am not a greedy person. I think so. I am a guy, and the point is, I'm gonna say a word, and there's a high chance that that word is gonna hurt me one day. I think I'm very content. I'm very happy where I am right now in life. That's why I play World of Warcraft and Warcraft 3 and not HOI4 every day. I'm generally happy with having 4.5k subs, man. If for the rest of my life I stay on the sub count, I'm fine. The problem is that, number one, I'm happy with that, but number two, if you are content on Twitch, right, you're not growing much anymore. And I sometimes wonder if one day it will bite me in the ass. Like, in many, many years, my career's over, you guys will all have forgotten me, you don't give a fuck about me anymore, and it's okay. And I will be like, man, if I just would have pushed more, I would have ended up with more money now in old age. I don't know. It's something I think about sometimes. So in a weird way, right? Money is not everything, but a lot.
Any sort of losses that these streamers rant about and cry about, meaningless. These streamers are not living in squalor, making ramen for dinner because their gambling addiction got the best of them. One look at any of the sponsored streamers' lifestyles, and you'd see that they are balling out while capitalizing off their audience. The dark reality is, Stake is getting an exponential return on investment with their money. Obviously, we know that audiences are active, and they should actively challenge any sort of information that they consume. In the Orwellian world that we're headed towards, Stake.com has enough money to buy influence, and we're just forced to accept it as the status quo.
Orwell's world is actually getting more and more real, man. That is so crazy, man. Thank you, Orwellian.
In a long game of chess.